I believe we are live, and we're getting ready for another edition of the Miami Dolphins franchise. As you see on the title, we got a big game coming up. Top of your screen, Week 11, the New York Giants. And the New York Giants are 8-1. The Titans are 7-1. That loss was to us. We also beat the Riverhogs, so we've beaten a lot of really good teams. But the Giants, what we have coming up, they are the defending NFC Champions. Last year, they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Riverhogs, the former Oakland Raiders, in this game now Las Vegas Raiders. In real life, as you take a look at our standings, we are at 5-4, so obviously we can be doing a lot better. We'll take a look at the schedule in just a moment, but you can see we're right in the thick of things. Even the Patriots at 3-6 still have a chance to sneak up on us. If you're not already, be sure to follow us on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube, because Twitter is where we did a poll just about an hour ago asking, what game did you want to see? Football, baseball, hockey, or Mike Tyson's WWE journey? And that's a place where you guys at home could voted and made your voice heard of what game you want to see. And we decided to go with Madden, as with our followers on Twitter. We didn't get any votes on that particular poll, so we decided to go with football here. And we are going to take a look at our schedule real quick before we get into this game. And you'll see that we started off extremely well. Victory against the Titans, the Patriots, and the defending Super Bowl champions to start 3-0. But then after the bye week, things started to slip away. We lost on the road against the Bills in a pretty bad game. You can see the archives of these games, most of these games, on YouTube. On the YouTube page, the link is over on Twitch, and you can check those archives out. Some of these early games are lost to time because of a YouTube situation. So we also have the Jets that we lost a close one. We bounced back against the Titans. Remember that one loss we talked about earlier? That was to the Titans. And then we dropped one to the Cowboys, the Eagles. It was a pretty rough game. And then we were able to get a Monday night win against Jacksonville. So we got back-to-back games in New York. We're just going to be staying in New York for the next 2 weeks. So the Giants and the Jets. Then we got, what do we call them, the Washington football team on this game. We got Washington and New England back at home. And then wrapping things up with the Colts. Chance to get some revenge on the Bills. And then at the Ravens, who have been a playoff and Super Bowl team within this Madden franchise for quite a long time. So we are going to jump into it. Let's take a look at the roster for the New York Giants so we can kind of get a feel of who we're going up against. How is this Giants team 8-1? That's what we want to see. So we're going to go to the depth chart here. You're familiar with our guys. So we're going to take a look at the Giants here. And it's James Kitani. See, that's how you say that. Memphis. First year out of Memphis. So he's... And it's only a 68, man. Oh, it looks like Justin Hibbert. That's their problem. They had Justin Herbert, rather. And he is injured at 89, so we actually have a chance. We'll have to look at the injury and see how bad he's out. But with Justin Herbert being out, James Kitani is going to get the start, and he's not the highest-rated guy. So we really have a chance to, and as we've proven we can do in the past by beating not only the Riverhogs and the Titans, who have fantastic records, we can easily take out the Giants here today. Still got Saquon Barkley, that 98 overall for Barkley. Irvin Weber backing him up. They got a solid running back core, of course. Mondale Moore out of Purdue in 93. Look at these 90s in here. George Pickens, Gary Bryant Jr. for the New York Giants. Tight end Theo Johnson out of Penn State. And defensively, Craig Dorsett. Pretty strong there. Left in Jason Owa, Carl Lawson. Not too strong on defense, just a bunch of 80s and 70s. Dexter Lawrence. Ale Cajo. Josh Ross, that's probably their, captain right there. That's going to be your defensive leader. Mike Tufa. And the corners aren't too strong either, so we can pick them apart. They got a solid record there. Now, the free safety, there you go with the 80s, and Richard Nix. So, let's jump into it. The New York Giants, and of course, with me, Oh, well, let's take a look at the injuries. So we're going to look at the injuries real quick. We'll see with take a look. Or can you look at? I know this is our injuries. Can we look at everyone's injuries from here? Yeah. Well, nope. Let's see here. Where's the injured list, man? Where is it? Transaction. Got this thing. There we go. Injury report. My team. Why would it be under my team? I want to look at the other team. I mean, they got these things labeled. And you're seeing our guys, actually. We're a week away from Baker and Martinez coming back. And actually, I think we'll check our injury report. I think we put them back on the field this week because we're desperate to get some wins after we've had a pretty rough last couple of weeks after starting 3-0. You see upper arm fracture for their NFC champion winning quarterback. He's going to be out for quite a while, so that could be doomsday for the New York Giants. And now we can't even see our injury, so I don't remember what we did. Go look at the old stream. The archive's on YouTube. The link's in the youtube.com/tburk27, but the archives are over there, and the link is on the Twitch page, so you can check it out there. So let's jump into this, our first of back-to-back games at MetLife Stadium. We got the chat open here. If anyone's there, jump in. Go ahead and chat with us. So, of course, with me, we're coaching the Dolphins. I don't know about any actual Dolphin fans out there, but for me, my favorite Dolphins look is the one we always suit up in. It's the 2000s. So we're going to break those down. Of course, you know, the Dolphins tradition. They got the teal on the row. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. We got the teal. And then for the Giants, for me, again, going back to the 90s, the 2000s, my favorite Giants look is actually what they've been wearing for the color rush these days. So that's where we're going to suit the Giants up. There we go. That's the look right there. Or can we do the color rush? Because I do like that helmet. And then for the jersey, we can go ahead and just give them the 1980s blue. That's solid right there. And then some socks. 80s socks. Yeah, that's the look right there. No gray, the blue, the big Giants. So that's what we're going with. And let's jump into it. New York and Miami, 8-1 NFC champs, going up against our Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa. If you're there, jump in the chat. We're watching along. Got the chat open. Look at Tua. It's always been a problem for Tua in this franchise over the years. One day, if you guys want to see it, I have all his stats written down because I would always keep up with the stats. I have a Google Doc that I write everything down in, and Tua's usually always good for 4,000, 5,000 yards a year, but the touchdown to interception ratio is always pretty even like that. But we have an opportunity to knock off a top team with a backup quarterback as Justin Herbert out for weeks with that fractured arm. And here come your New York Giants, again defending NFC champions. They knocked off the Portland Riverhogs, or I should say the Portland Riverhogs knocked off the Giants. Portland, that was their first season in the league after the Oakland Raiders couldn't get that stadium funding. Instead of moving to Vegas in this game, in this universe, they moved to Portland. They became the Riverhogs, and in the first year of the Riverhogs, they went on and won the Super Bowl, knocking off the Giants. They defeated us, actually, last season in the playoffs to move on to the Super Bowl. We're going to have some classic clips coming up on YouTube, so make sure to check those out. You're going to see some past Dolphins franchise video that I had saved to my PS4 hard drive that I'm getting uploaded to YouTube, so you'll be able to check that on the archives. I've only been in the Super Bowl one time with this team, our first year, and we ended up coming just short, and you'll see that footage coming up on the YouTube page on the classic clips. So there's Katani. I don't know when Herbert got injured, but he's going to get the start here at home. Big opportunity for the, what did it say, 1 year? So it was only his second year in the league. Practically a rookie, but here we go. One-on-one, Dolphins, Giants from MetLife. And a pretty good return. Right up to the 28-yard line for New York. So he has played a while. James Catani, 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He has played for a little bit here. Let's see what we're going to start with. Let's go for the old Tampa 2, right? Yeah. Catani dropping back wide open, and oh my God, Fitzpatrick, I didn't even know I took control of him. What happened there? That was terrible. Catani goes 26 yards on the first throw to Moore. And the Giants showing right now, that is why they are 8-1. Yeah. Fitzpatrick just stood there. Look at him. I'm like, what are you doing? All right, Weston, let's see. We got to start putting some pressure on the youngin'. He's been too comfortable. 6 touchdowns. Catani again. We'll take a look. We saw him earlier, but we'll take a look at this Giants roster one more time. Got the big uglies up front. You got Moore, Weber, Barkley, Johnson. So that was Pickens that caught the last pass.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Catani lined up out of the gun. He's going to throw the ball 3 straight passes, so they have a lot of confidence. Oh my God, and number 80 there. Catani 3 for 3 for 51 yards. It's Gary Bryant Jr. with that catch. So they have thrown the ball, Saquon in the backfield with their backup, practically rookie quarterback, and he's marched him right down the field. My goodness. Now they're going to go to Barkley out of the gun, so they like working out of the gun. And something we're going to address that we kind of looked at the draft in the last episode. Again, you can check out those archives over at YouTube. youtube.com/tburke27. The link is on the Twitch page. And we're going to look at trying to get some secondary help. Obviously, with our linebackers being injured, that's not helping things over the middle. Let's see here. Our guys, Minter, Baker. So we do have Baker in there. I do remember I thought we brought him back from injury a game early. So far, our corners just letting the guys go right down the field. That was Pickens once again. That was his second catch of the game. And the Giants, Catani on 4 passes, has the Giants at 1st and goal from the 5. They're going to give it to Barkley. Barkley nearly went untouched. And you're seeing returning early there is Jerome Baker, who came back, and Martinez as well, because we were desperate. We're at 5-4. And although it's still, you know, a chase for the division, we had to bring those guys back, man. I had to do it. Catani's going to throw it. He's got some pressure on him, and he nearly gives it away. Good coverage. Our guys went in there, bringing the heat. So we're going to bring it again. Look at this. Got man coverage on the outside, but it's pretty much right up the middle as Barkley. He got hit by Baker, but he's going to fall in there and get the first down. So the Giants 8-1, and that's why they are 8-1. No problem for them. They had the one rough play a play ago when we put that pressure on Catani. It was actually Deborah who got in there with the tackle, but Barkley still fell into the end zone. In the opening drive, and that's been our issue the latter part of this season, after the bye week, I should say. Man, we peaked at our bye week too early. Our guys got complacent, 3-0. Had to party too hard on that bye week. You see Pittsburgh down there. They've been in the Super Bowl a good number of years. They're at 8-1. We'll start a new franchise soon too. Like, we're just doing this to kind of get things going, build the fan base up, and when we start building things, when we get more users, we'll start something from the ground up. We'll pick a new team. You see Tua Tagovailoa, 15 touchdowns, still having the issue with interceptions. But if you saw the Jaguars game on the last stream, he threw 4 interceptions, but I would argue like 3 of those weren't even his fault. They were all deflections or receivers not catching passes, which has been a big issue for this team this year, is wide receivers not hanging on to passes. So now Tua's going to scramble out looking for anybody and finally throws it to Tyler Boyd. You know our Dolphins team by now. If you don't, go watch the archives, man. They're on YouTube. They're all there. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube. To the running game. Let's get Pierce going. Pierce, his second year. Drafted him last year as a rookie. Try to bolster the running game. And he is good. He has good games. He has rough games. But he's got more good than bad. We're gonna give it to him on the old jailbreak screen here. Let's see if we can get the first down. Drop back. And the pressure's on. And he gets it to Pierce. And the Giants had that one figured out, so we quickly go 3-0, which is not what we want, because now our defense, which just went the length of the field, they got to come right back out. And that's going to be an awful accurate punt. As Dixon, it will be fielded, no fair catch. Trey Flowers and company. Only 13 yards, though, for Moore. Hand off to Barkley. Barkley put the shoulder down, but he's going to get tackled by Howard. Xavier Howard. Real life, he's been having his contract talks with the Dolphins. I think he just re-signed today. Another give to Barkley. That'll be enough for the first down. That was Baker in on the stop. Jerome Baker. Farrell getting double team, giving it to Barkley. So this time, that was Howard and Blake Martinez on the tackle. This time, they're going for Barkley all the way. Last drive, they put it into Katani's hands on every play, pretty much. This time, back to Barkley. He's going to shed one tackle. He's going to juke to the outside. Oh, what happened there? Barkley is going to go into the end zone. Oh, that was terrible. Already 13-0. We got to gather the troops here. This is bad. Oh, look at that. That missed tackle was terrible. So the opening drive was all Katani through the air. This one was Barkley on the ground. Yeah, one missed tackle. The juke. The terrible tackle at the end. Saquon with the score. Nice. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns for the Giants. 1 3 and out for our Dolphins. Kick is away. Knighton is going to field it. He's been pretty decent for us on kick return, especially on punts. He hasn't been too bad at all. We'll go for it here. Let's get Pierce going. Run it right up the middle of Pierce. Pierce has it. He saw a linebacker staring him down, tried to go to the outside, and again brought down. There's Jamil Pierce. See, last week, 91 yards and a touchdown. He's rushed for 601 on the year. Got to put the ball in Tua's hand next, right? There we go, Tua. Here comes the pressure. Gets rid of it. He stood in there. Mike Gesicki for the first down. Tua knew the pressure was coming, waiting for his guys to get open. First down, and the first down of the game for the Dolphins. There's the handoff. Pierce. Nothing for him on that run. Been held down so far. Just 4 yards on 3 attempts. Back in the gun. Tua takes the snap. He's looking for an open man, and it's going to be caught by Andy Isabella, and he will come up injured, holding the elbow. That could be bad. Isabella, our top, I would argue, our top between him and Tyler Boyd, top receiver. Oh, man, he's getting checked on right now. That's not good. Well, man, we got to hope for the best. Let's see what the report's going to be, but if we lose him, we're really going to be struggling the rest of the way this year. The give to Pierce. Didn't have a whole lot there, but was able to get through the line and find 2 yards for 2nd and 8. We got in there for Isabella. It is going to be Puka Nakua. Oh, man, and that one is going to be intercepted, and it will be a pick 6. I believe Tua was looking, thinking he was going to throw it over the head of Vincent, and instead he underthrew it. That's interception number 16, and yeah, he was looking, Tua was, to throw it over the cornerback. And we'll take a look at it one more time, because I know what was in his head. And you see here, Tua's looking, he's like, oh man, I got the open receiver. I think too, like I know it was a curls route, but Tua was probably thinking, oh, he's got a beat on him, just go. So Tua launched it, and then when he came back for it, that's when the corner made a break, also thinking, yep, right there, Tua's thinking right there, I got an open man, I'm going to hit it. And it probably would have been better instead of him stopping if he had come a little more to the left. But instead, you see, he stops, puts on the brakes right as Tua lets go of it, which led to the interception. Yep. I know it was a design curls route, but if you got a break for it, you gotta ad-lib a little bit. And so that's not good. And for anyone that's going to be tuning into this one late, it's going to be 21-0. Welcome to the Dolphins. This is how our season's been going, guys. Yeah, man. Andy Isabella, bruised forearm. We're keeping Andy in. We need him. We're already down. Decent return by Knighton. Tua back out on the field. Yeah, the interception, as we said, that's been an issue for him for years now. Let's go back to the running game. Jamil Pierce. Oh, look at the opening by Pierce. Does he have the speed? Oh, doesn't quite have the speed. That could have been a big run for Pierce. Well, it was a big run. Could have been a bigger run, but he ends up getting stopped. We'll take it, though. That's pretty good. We're going to go to the other side with Pierce. Let's get that speed going. Or no, we got DJ Dallas. He's returning from injury, so welcome back. And Dallas jukes inside the spin move. And he gets clipped from behind. Decent run by Dallas. Oh, play action here. Huh? Play fake to Knighton, looking, pressure's on, not enough time, not good by the offensive line. Tufa coming in and getting the sack. My goodness. Just faked it, and then you saw right on the outside. I mean, it doesn't even give the guy time. There's the play fake, and boom, right in his face. So, 3rd and long, quickly now. Let's see, we're going to look for Gesicki, we're going to look for Isabella. And we'll have to go to Jared over the middle, nothing's there. So here we go. Oh, we're going to go for Isabella. Nope. Again. The offensive line did their thing, but Animation World got us again as Tua was ready to launch. He is going. But our line could not hold it. Let's take a look at the group we got here. Violet's TV, Sad Girl. Go ahead and say hey. Talk to us in the chat. You're here as our Dolphins are struggling. What do we need to do, man? What do we need to do to get this thing turned around? 21-0. Oh, and it's going to be blocked, so things are going to get even worse for our Dolphins. Oh, what a disaster this has been. And that's kind of been, again, what the season's been like since the bye week, week 4. We've had a 3-and-out. We've had a pick 6. We had the blocked punt. We got more people joining in. Go ahead and say hey in the chat if you just joined us. Look at Barkley. We're going to pull the comeback. Don't see that 21-0 score yet and think things are going bad. We'll come back. Violet's TV, sad girl. Those of you that are watching, we got this. Look at that. Farrell is going to stop Barkley. 2 touchdowns, both of them. Both of the offensive touchdowns out to Barkley. And, of course, the pick 6. Doing it to Barkley again, and that's twice they've stuffed Barkley at the line. So holding them. 3rd and 9. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. A disaster of a first quarter for our Miami Dolphins. 21-0. The Giants at home. Backup quarterback. 8-1. Man, don't you just hate teams like that? You know, in real life, the teams that they have the good starting quarterback, obviously Justin Herbert here. Then he goes down. And you never cheer for an injury, of course. Weston's going to miss the sack, and Katani to the corner of the end zone, and it's going to be intercepted. Wilson, Marco Wilson with the interception, so we get it back. But then you get the teams that they have the backup that's just as good as the starter. That's brutal. You hate that. But Katani felt the pressure, underthrew it, had a man in the corner of the end zone, underthrew it, and Wilson is going to come up with the INT. Does he get both feet down on the blue? Looked like he did. You guys that are in the chat, what do you think about that? Sad girl, Violet. How about that interception? You ready for the comeback? Here we go. Give to Pierce. Good run there. Got about half the yards. Let's give it to him again. We got 5 that time. We're going to get 5 this time, right? Yeah. Tua. There's the fake. The Pierce. Oh, it didn't get him. Did not fake out the Giants, so we got to go to the air here. We got to go. How about a little shallow cross? We're going to try to get Boyd over the middle. We got Isabella going out. Tua dropping back. Oh, the pressure is on. Tua's out of the pocket. Oh, boy, there's nothing. Looking for Tyler Boyd. Let's take a look at this again. Tyler Boyd not helping us at all. Now we got to wait for the... Oh, man, we got more people joining in. Let's take a look at who's there now. That's 7 people. So we'll take a look at this last play, because that was a bit of a disaster. So immediately, we drop back. And here comes the pressure, because we're looking for Boyd over the middle. Yeah, maybe we can go here, but that's pretty covered. That's covered. These guys are all covered, right? So that's awful. So, okay, we got Boyd. So we're rolling out. Boyd, right here. Man, if you can get in front, that's a first down right at the sticks. We're just buying time. We got pressure on our face, but Boyd calling for the football right here. If Tua throws that football, there's 2 guys here. Possibly 3, because he could break off. Boyd's calling for the ball. That's terrible. So we're still rolling. Boyd, get open, get open, get open. Boyd just gives up on the play. So at this point, it's about to be a sack. Boyd's double covered, calling for the ball. That's Jared's double covered. Isabella's covered. Is coverage. Yeah, terrible. And you saw what the end result was. So now we'll punt it back to the Giants. Those of you that are joining, welcome. Jump in the chat, man. Give us your name. We'll give you a shout-out. Fair catch called at the 45, and the Giants will look to jump in, get some more points here. Taking a look at Saquon Barkley. Those of you that just joined in, look at Saquon Barkley, the damage he's done today. 2 touchdowns for the former number 2 overall pick. You see both those scores. All right. 21-0. Still got time to make something of this. Here comes Weston. We're getting double teamed there. Katani. Short to Barkley. Ooh, that could have been a flag. We went for the late tackle out of bounds. But Barkley stayed on his feet. Luckily, we didn't get that flag. Katani. Again, short pass. Just at the line of scrimmage. So after that opening drive, Katani looked really good in that opening drive. He's kind of fallen by the wayside. Let's get a little linebacker blitz going here, huh? I'm going to bring the pressure. Come on, well, no pressure, and, well, the linebacker blitz killed us. He went tight end over the middle to Johnson, and Katani read it all the way. He may be in his first year out of Memphis, but the guy can play. Saw the linebacker blitz come and knew the middle was open, and tore our defense apart. All right, cover 3 time. All right, Barkley getting stuffed right there. Was that Devora? Yes. We're about to cover 1. We're going to rob him. Cover 1 robber. Play fake to Barkley. Katani going to the corner. He was picked off last time. This time it's a touchdown. And the Giants go up 28-0. Oh my God. Watch the archives on YouTube. When this thing started, we were saying, oh, 8-1. But Justin Herbert's hurt. They got a backup in there. We're gonna come in there and get a win. Knock them to 8-2. We've already beaten some good teams in the past. Well, that's not happening now. The Giants not slowing down at all. Shoot, should we trade for Katani? And this guy's good. I mean, Tua's good too, but boy, oh boy. We got a lot to assess here with this Dolphins team. Kind of struggling as they have been lately. And it's kind of been that way for our team ever since we started 13-3 a number of years ago. We've never gotten to that peak again. Last year we were 10-6, so we got better, but now we're going the wrong way in a hurry. But they can score 28. Always my motto. They score 28 in a quarter and a half. We got 2.5 quarters. We can score 28 too. So let's do that. Let's put the ball in Tua's hands. Gonna need our receivers to get open a little bit. There we go. It's an open play. Raheem Jarrett. It's out of LSU. First down, Dolphins. And get Tua in the zone. The give to Pierce. Pierce has had that one big run, but the Giants have had his number so far in this one. Got to keep it in Tua's hands now at this point. Now you're down 28. We're throwing it every step of the way. Dropping back. There we go. Wide open. It's Mike Gesicki for the first down. Got a good drive going. One of our better drives of the game so far, obviously. Well, no, that wasn't the first down. They call it 3rd and 1. So luckily, we called a running play. And Pierce, the first down right on the NFL shield. This is the first time we've been past midfield in this game. I believe so. Oh, man. Oh, nearly intercepted. Was looking for Isabella. Tua might have forced that one a little bit. Yikes. 2nd and 10. The give to Pierce. Tried to squeeze through and get brought down. So, well, let's go verticals. It's 3rd and 10. Desperation at this point. Let's see if Gesicki can slip out. We got Tyler Boyd. Let's see. We're dropping. We're looking. We're going to go for Boyd. And Boyd's pass is knocked away. We had a safety over the top, break in, knock it down. Look at Tua looking on like, oh man. So let's just try to pin him deep now. So you can get the old coffin corner there. Let me drop it. Oh, not even good. That's gonna hit at the 25. We couldn't even get it to the corner. Ends up being spotted by the referee at the 23. And now our best bet right now is to try to hold the Giants out of the end zone, because we will get the ball to begin the second half. No coin tosses in Madden. And we always elect to get the ball second as Saquon Barkley rumbles forward for a first down. Was that 83 yards or 63 yards? The font, I can't tell what that is. Sitting all the way back, man. But it's a first down anyway. 4.5 left to play in the first half. We'll be right back in the stadium, and Martinez, who we brought back early from injury, both him and Baker, Martinez is going to get re-injured, which is the risk. When you bring someone back early, you see him coming off the field. He is, on his own accord coming off, so that might be good. Hopefully. We saw that Isabella, who was surrounded by doctors when he got hurt. He ended up just having a bruise, and he came right back out. Katani out of the gun on 3rd and 4. They're going to throw it, and it is going to be caught. Once again, tight end Johnson, who burned us on the last drive when we had the linebacker blitz going. And it is a dislocated elbow by Martinez. That, at this point in the season, oh my goodness, what is this, week 11? That might call the end of his season. We might have to look at sticking him on injured reserve or something. Screen pass. Oh. Tackle went the wrong way. Can you say at this point, and it's not looking good? You have to wonder. We already got fired once by the 49ers in this franchise. How much longer are we going to last with Miami? Oh, as soon as I say that, Xavier Howard with the INT, it is going to be a pick six. And that will keep us in this ball game. Here comes the team celebration. Going for the sack. Oh, man, look at that. And Howard's going to even win the race there. Well, Katani, you knew eventually. He's the backup for a reason. Makes a mistake on the throw. Second pick six of the game. One for them, one for us. That one just barely made it through by Will Lutz, who we're actually going to cut loose next season. But Howard, yes, that's what we needed. We are, I wouldn't say right back in this thing, but it certainly helps. You went from the Giants driving, looking to make it 35-0, which really would have put this thing out of reach, to that big pick six. But we'll take it, man. We'll take it. Let's get one more, though. Another turnover would be great. Man, if we can go in 28-14 and then get the ball to begin the second half, we're right back in this thing. Oh, Farrah, what a hit. Right into the knees of Barkley. He got flipped up and over. Screen pass. Nope. All right, that might take us to the 2-minute warning now. Yeah, that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Alright, let's just go with the cover one. Keep it simple, man. We're going to go man coverage. It looks like they're even going to just planning on running it, giving it back to us. Exactly what they're going to do. Man, and we got him right there. Deborah. We got the timeout. The Prince coming in and getting the stop. DJ Dallas gonna let that one bounce into the end zone. So we got the 2-minute drill time. We got a 2-minute drill opportunity. You see Pierce. We're probably not putting the ball in his hands. 2 timeouts. You see we're going to try to hit the sidelines here with Gesicki on this first play. Yeah, he's got a... Oh, there we go. And that's going to work. Gesicki gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock at 1:44. This is huge right here. We get right back in this ball game on this drive if we score, knowing we get the ball to begin the second half. That pick six could be very dangerous. Let's see. We might try to hit Isabella quick. Let's see. Nope, they're going to cover him. And we're going to go over the middle. There's a good catch by Tyler Boyd, who will get the first down. What do you think? No huddle, right? Here we go. Looking. Pressure on Tua. Rolling out. No. He's going to throw it. Well covered. Almost intercepted as... I mean, it was double covered, but Tua put it into Isabella's hands. Second down and 10. Isabella just watches it got knocked out of there. Now dropping back. And we're going to the back of the end zone. It's Tua, and it is caught by Jarrett for a touchdown. What a play. Let's look at that one again. That was awesome. Tua had the time. One-on-one, hit Raheem Jarrett, who had a break. Good catch. Almost went into the tunnel. Probably would have went into the tunnel if it wasn't for that invisible wall. We're right back in this thing. It is 28-14. The pick six, the 50-yard touchdown pass by Tua Tagovailoa. Extra point is nearly blocked. That would have been a disaster. All right. Say hey in the chat if you're watching. We got the donation page open if you want to shout out that way. You have to make sure you follow us. Throw subscribe on YouTube. That's where all the archives go. Archives on Twitch will only last for 14 days. But we load everything up over on the YouTube page. There's links to that everywhere. And you see Katani has had a good day, but those 2 interceptions, the one, he actually had 2 of them that cost him 14 points. Not only the pick six, but remember the interception where he was going into the corner of the end zone that Marco Wilson got, which stole a touchdown away from them. And oh boy, I thought we were looking for another interception. I don't think Howard even saw the ball coming his way. Because I know Coach. Let's see, we got Daniel Yavoro, number 10. Daniel, welcome to the stream. Say hey in the chat. Make sure you follow us. Follow on Twitter. Subscribe on YouTube, man. Welcome to the party. We're trying to pull off a comeback. It was 28-0. Now it's 28-14. We got momentum. We can't let them get back down the field and score because we need that ball to begin the second half. Daniel, what are you up to? What are you playing these days? What you looking for on Twitch? Favorite NFL team? Big Dolphins fan? Big Madden fan? Jump in the chat, Daniel. Terrible pass by Katani. Now you're starting to see the effects of a first-year quarterback playing backup. The nerves a little bit. Trying to come off with a pick six. We can get a little bit of pressure. Well, as soon as I say that, he burns us. That'll be a first down for the Giants. Once again, 53 yards for Bryant. Gary Bryant Jr. Was it Gary? Was it Greg? I don't remember, man. What did I say earlier? Well, they still got the ball. Looking for points. We got to stop them. Over the middle to Saquon Barkley. Baker comes in and gets the stop. Timeout called by Big Blue, the Giants. 10 seconds left, and they're going to go ahead and try to kick the field goal here. which would increase it back to a 3-score game. Kick is away, and the kick is good right down the middle. So that hurts a little bit, but I'd say we're still back in this thing. Who's watched along with it? We still got Violets here. We still got Sad Girl. We got Daniel Yavaro, 10, joining the party. 31-14 on this Sunday afternoon football action here. Well, in our world, it's Saturday evening, but in this game's world, it's a 1 p.m. Sunday game, which is good because those Monday night, Sunday night games, you can check out the archives on YouTube. They've been disastrous for us. All right, we are going to go. I mean, what the heck, right? We're gonna chunk it here. 6 seconds left. Oh, look at that, wide open. Oh, and it's going to be caught by Boyd, and we don't have the time. No, we got the timeout in. Did we get it? It says 0 seconds, but it allowed us to call the timeout? No. Oh, boo. That was terrible. Oh, man. Coach Burke get in the face of a referee. They gave us the timeout, and then they said it was out of time. We deserve a free play. Man, oh, man. Even with those 2 big throws, we still got less passing yards than the Giants. Let's look at the scores from around the league. What's going on? Jacksonville, Buffalo. Oh man, low-scoring game. That's actually a big one for us. If Jacksonville wins, I mean, we're right there in the hunt with Buffalo. Our division's not that great. We're all sitting there at 5-3. What about Philly? They roughed us up last time. They're struggling. The Buccaneers. Jameis Winston, they're still riding with Jameis. We're years into the future by this point here. And the Washington football team and the Jets, and it is the Jets, which does not help our cause at all on that one. All right. Here we go. Second half. Can we keep the comeback going? Knight and juking and shaking down there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah. All right. What do you think? Should we get the running game going again?
Here we go.
Jump in the chat. Should we run? Should we pass? I mean, Tua's on fire right now. Do we take it out of his hands? Let's start it off with a good little run. Well, that's a waste of a down, right? Not good. All right. Back to the air. Now, the deep passes have been working for us. Let's try. Now we got to watch Jarrett. Let's see. We can get Isabella if we're lucky. And Isabella, yeah, we're going for it. Nope. No good. All right. Two buck. We're looking for Andy. We got Jarrett. Boyd, if he can break one. Here we go. Isabella was able to break loose, got the first down into Giants territory. Keep this thing going. Tua closing in on 200 yards. Which is usually well under what this guy finishes with. Check out that game in the archives against the Jets. Guy threw for almost 600 yards. Good catch by Gasecki. Very well covered. He still brings it in. All right, back to the ground game. Should I call out the plays? You guys want to know the plays beforehand, right? Coaching right alongside us. There's the give to Pierce, trying to do anything there, but not a lot. Just 41 yards here in this one for Pierce. How about bench time? Let's see here. Taking advantage of Tua's got the X factor going. Stays right in there. Good catch by Jarrett, staying on his feet. That'll be first and goal. Man, that makes that field goal hurt even more. As 750 receiving yards for Raheem Jarrett so far this season. Because man, that would have been a one-score game. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got to get into the end zone first as the pressure is on. Tua rolling out. You know what? Tua's going for it. There goes Tua diving for the corner, and they are going to say he's out of bounds. Oh, what a call. Do we challenge that? Oh man, they don't even let us challenge. That's ridiculous. All right, we'll look at this again. 2 on the scramble. Let's see. Let's say we're in. The game's not letting us challenge. There's the dive. Oh man, did that break the plane? You get the overhead shot. He didn't touch the pylon. I think he broke it. Hey, you're looking at the overhead. I mean, he's got to touch the pylon. Ugh. All right, well, let's not worry about it. You know what? We're going to give it to Pierce. Or actually, why don't we let Tua finish this off? Go by personnel. Not personnel. We're going to go by play type. That's right. We're going to run it. We're going to do the QB run. We're going to do the QB sneak. Tua's going to get that touchdown. Here we go. Put it in there, Tom Brady style. With the quarterbacks. Yikes, that did not work. Okay. Well, that's 3rd and goal. Don't know if I want to try to run it again, because that was terrible. I certainly don't want to do a play action. Let's get some slants. Let's see if we can get them. I didn't know that was. I didn't think that was a shotgun play. Well, so we're kind of giving away. All right, we're watching. We're dropping. There's Jarrett. He's open. Touchdown, and it worked out anyway. We got the score. And we've come back. 21 points. It's been a 21-3 swing the last couple of minutes here. And Jarrett's been a big part of that. All right, 10-point game. We got plenty of time. For those of you that stuck around with us, you know who you are. For those of you that stuck around, you're seeing an epic comeback. Or maybe you're watching on YouTube in the archives and you're just there. Thanks for being aboard. $10-point game. 7:30 to go in the 3rd. There's Katani. We're looking at his highlights here. What was his name? George? Greg? They'll show us on the stats, right? He's had good, he's had bad. Let's get this guy's name down. James! James Katani. Close enough, right? George, Greg, James. You know. Alright. Out of the gun. He's going to throw it. Oh! Almost intercepted instead. Oh, what a disaster that ended up being. It went from being a near interception to, what was that, a 70-yard touchdown? Oh my God, let's get a closer look at that. That was terrible. And practically double covered too when you look at it. I mean, right here. Who was that? Minka Fitzpatrick. I don't know where he's going. Because he has nobody to cover. Except maybe him, but that was coverage. So his coverage is here. I don't know where he's going. Look at this. He's looking. He's like, where am I going? So it's double covered. So he should have been watching that anyway. That should have been the stop. So that's half him. And then Wilson, Marco Wilson, who had the interception earlier. Oh, man, he sold out for the interception. His eyes lit up. He's like, I'm going to have interception number 2. He falls. Fitzpatrick's not where he's supposed to be. And we got burned. So, as we're attempting the comeback, and this is going to be another game, man. We've been giving up a lot of points this year on defense. We've had games like the Jaguars game where we've held some teams down from scoring. Well, we've had some games like this where we've given up hundreds and hundreds of yards. We saw the scores at the beginning of this stream. Not good. I mean, 38 points in the third quarter. Early in the third quarter, too. Not what you want. All right. Back to the field, though. We got to keep going. Pump fake. The give to Pierce. Immediately gets pulled down. You have to think about abandoning the run game pretty soon. And you don't want to just go all passes because then you get predictable, but Pierce isn't doing much. Tua. He's going deep. Catch is going to be made by Tyler Boyd. The passing game has been there. I think a lot of it's just been our defense is kind of making the score look a little worse than it is. Because if it's 17-21, 10-21, it's looking a lot better. But good catch by Jarrett. We've had a lot of good catches. We've had a bad case of drops for a lot of our season. But this time, in this game, we're looking good with some of our catches. Especially Jarrett in this game has really stepped up. Well, Tua thought about doing it, and then you saw what happened there. The defender broke away from Tyler Fromm. And Tua's like, well, I'm not going to run it. I'm going to throw it. 2nd and 1. Gotta give it back to Pierce. There's the handoff. Pierce, first down. Rolling again. This is starting to look like that Jets game again, though. I hate to say it. But we're going to see next week. As with the Jets, man. We were right there with them every step of the way, but again, it was our defense. Tua's going to the corner of the end zone. It is knocked away. Indy Isabella, as good as he is, with as much speed as he is, the height, you see it affected that play right there. But no worries, we're going to go right back to Jarrett. He's been a playmaker in this game. Let's look at his numbers. Do we have those on the screen there? 300 total yards. Show us Jarrett's numbers. There we go. 121 yards on 6 catches for Raheem Jarrett. Wide open is Gesicki, and it is a touchdown. So we have come back 28 points, 4 touchdowns to once again close it to a 10-point game. We're trying, man. We're trying to pull off the comeback here. Remember, it's 28-0 at this point. It could have been 28-28. We got to guard defense to hold tight. They've had 2 turnovers. I don't want to completely rag on the defense. They have had 2 turnovers, of course. We got to rally the troops. We're the coach, after all. We're Coach Burke. We got to rally the team. Yeah. Get us 1 more turnover. That'd be beautiful. Then we'd really be back in this thing. Pretty decent return up to the 36-yard line. Gonna get a look at Saquon Barkley once again. You know, I don't mind the NY logo, the New York logo, the helmets. But there's just something about this look, and maybe I associate them. I realize the Giants won 2 Super Bowls later on. It's just something where I associate the Giants with that look right there. I think just the white, the navy blue more so than the look they go with these days. They try to wear all that red on the road and the gray pants. Even though those are their big Super Bowl wins, you know, against the Patriots, those uniforms are pretty memorable in their own right. But for me, this is the Giants. And this is my franchise. I'm going to go with my uniforms. Even for the Dolphins. These are the uniforms I think of when I think of the Dolphins. Short path. We're getting burned up by Johnson over the middle. At 100 yards on just 4 catches. Oh, that's Pickens. I thought that was Johnson. Oh, it's 82. I thought that was the tight end. Well, you see. Yes. He was playing over the middle like he was a tight end. Am I right out there? Who's out there? It's out there watching. Yeah.
Check, check. Lucky.
Oh, boy. Looking to get a stop, man. Our offense trying to get us back in it, but the defense, they're letting up so far. You know, we're going to switch things up. That might be too late. Yeah, too late. Well, Saquon with the first down. Screen pass. Katani. Oh! I was just about to say Katani's had a couple of those that just haven't worked out. But that time it does. And the Giants have 45 points up on the board. And it could have been even worse. Because we had the pick six and we had the touchdown. That was more, by the way. And we had the interception in the end zone, so this score could have been even worse. Oh, man. Defense, that's something we are really... And I don't know if we can just do it all in the draft. We're trying to save some cap money. You're seeing, again, in the archives, letting some players go. We're going to try to... In the upcoming draft, if we stay with the Dolphins, I don't know what our, you always be fired any moment. Our plan going into next season will be to focus on the defense in the draft with free agents. Hopefully we have cap money. It always seems to be an issue with Madden games for all teams. The longer you go into franchise, it's like no getting around the cap. Everyone's always, that's about, hey, give us an extra 15 yards. We'll take it. But we're hoping we can get some free agents or something to help with this defense. They are aging. We do like these corners. We like these guys we've had for a while, but they are aging a bit. Get to a wide open Tyler Boyd. We're staying in it, man. It's not been, our offense struggled to begin with. It's not through any lack of effort from our offense. How about Isabella to the corner? What do you say? We get the touchdown right now. Let's try. There it is. Touchdown. Catch by Isabella. They're going to put him 1 yard short. Oh, man. We bothered to challenge? They'd probably say we didn't even... say we couldn't even challenge. Out of the gun? I got to pay attention. I keep thinking these are out of the huddle. Yeah, see. I should have just... I don't want to waste the timeout, but looking like in the little picture it's out of the gun. Well, let's just throw it. We're going to throw it anyway. Oh, man. There's nobody open. Well, that's no good. Tyler Fromm was standing there wide open, and he gets overpowered by a linebacker and gets intercepted. That one hurts. Let's watch the replay. I'm blaming Fromm all the way. There's a reason he got yanked from being the starter. So right here, coverage. Yeah, could throw it there. That's not going to go for anything. Coverage. So we're dancing. Pressure's starting to come. We're running. We're going to get stopped right here. So look at this. Yeah, he's covered, but he's standing in front, man. You're tight end. You got to make this effort happen. So the pass is made. Look at Fromm's right there, wide open. Fromm is wide open as the ball is on the way. Look at that. That's wide open. You run up and catch that thing. But what happens? He gets overpowered by a linebacker. Wide open. And the linebacker steals away. And that's what I'm talking about. You look at the interceptions. That's going to be number 17 on the year for Tua. A lot of the interceptions, stuff like that. That's lazy play by Fromm. And a missed tackle. Could have put Barkley back where we maybe got a safety, but instead he gets forward. We're going to go into the fourth quarter. Man, not getting that touchdown really hurt. Battling from behind the entire way. Barkley ended up getting a whole bunch when he should have been stopped again. And we're going into the fourth quarter. A chance. Look at all the scoring we've had in this game. It's like arena football. What is it these days? Indoor football, IFL. All right. 17-point game. First down run by Barkley. It's starting to get down to it where the great 28-point comeback might not happen. Barkley gets stopped. They're just going to run it with Barkley. Why not? Take it out of Catani's hands. James Catani. Take it out of his hands. Run the clock. That's what they're doing again to Barkley. They're ripping away at it. There's going to be a flag, maybe a hold. Nope. It's going to be on our guys. Well, there you go. Our defense keeps shooting ourselves in the foot. We had them on a third down. Instead, they're going to move it again. With this one, if things keep going the way they're going, we'll drop to 5-5. They let Catani throw it on the play fake. Tried to catch us napping. He almost ended up throwing an INT. Would have really helped us out. And that Jacksonville Buffalo continue their low-scoring game. Oh, man, Barkley. Man, he got chopped in half. Third down, 3rd and 8. Catani to throw. Finding an open man. That's going to be a first down. Our defense cannot help us out at all. They can't get out of their own way. Give us the Saquon. 5-yard pickup there. Our rushing defense is actually #1 in the league this season. I didn't even realize that. Here today, as you saw, we've allowed Saquon Barkley. I mean, he's a star, so what do you expect? We've allowed him to get 155 yards. There's a good stop. That was all us right there. Man, 24 carries for Saquon Barkley. Starting to run out of time, but I mean, a stop here, that will at least give us some hope here. Barkley comes out of the game. It doesn't even matter. That's a Connor. Like James Connor. The first down. I need a way to remember all these names. We look at them before the game. I can't remember. We're an hour and 7 minutes in. I don't remember what these people's names are. I know Barkley, of course. Saquon Barkley, man. Giants have effectively killed most of the clock here on this fourth quarter. Any kind of comeback that we were looking for is starting to fade away into obscurity. Another 3rd and 7. Where have we heard that before? It's all man covered. Let's cover 2. Let's get some zone going. Oh, well, yeah, okay, we stopped them anyway. We'll go ahead. We won't call the timeout. Yeah, they're going to kick the field goal here. So it'll be back to a 3-touchdown game. Start going for the 2-point conversions. Kick is going to be good. So 48-28. It's a 20-point game. Do we have 3 touchdowns in us? 3 touchdowns, 5 minutes. Let's see. Knighton. Oh, had one man to beat, and then he had a whole lot of green in front of him. And for Miami, it's going to be a bitter feeling because we got to stay in New York for a whole nother week. I mean, we could go back home, but what's the point? We're playing the Jets next week. Why go all the way home? We're just going deep at this point. Tua throwing it, and it's going to be intercepted. Tyler Boyd was one-on-one, and as been the story in this game, a lot of lazy play, I would argue, by our receivers. Some good plays, but I mean, you have one-on-one coverage right there, and Tyler Boyd, look at this. It's not like it was a bad pass. That's one-on-one. And Tyler Boyd didn't even do anything to, I mean, he jumped up there, but what the heck. It was desperation mode at that point, chunk it up. That's going to put Tua at 18 interceptions. We started this season looking really good for the interceptions, and he's just been throwing a million of them down the stretch. So we're going to wind this one out. That'll be the end of today's Twitch stream as well. Remember, if you're on YouTube, watching the replay here, it's kind of exciting nonetheless. You get the blowout, but that's football, man. Not every game's going to be your team winning. Maybe you're a Giants fan. Maybe you love seeing the Dolphins lose here. Oh, look at that. Boy, oh boy. Disaster of a game. That also be a good time as any to say subscribe on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. Following on Twitter is going to be the best place to get in touch with us one-on-one. Like I said, we did a poll before this stream asking the fans, and this is the best time because we're still new. Well, not so much new. I had a YouTube page some time ago. I had over 2,000 subscribers, man. Then YouTube did its thing. So we're here, and this is the best time to get one-on-one because you could have voted in that poll to decide what game we were playing. But with that being said, so again, YouTube is going to be the best place. One-on-one, follow over there. For questions, comments, games you want to see played. We got some cool little baseball stuff coming up down the way. We're going to start a road to the show, and at least I think it's a fun idea. I don't know about anyone else. But we're going to be doing that soon. So Twitter's where you're going to want to be, but YouTube as well. That's where all the archives are going to be. And then follow. We're here on Twitch as well. So we're going to wind this one out. Again, you see the score, 55-28, even with the backup quarterback in there. They did their thing. The defense, our defense, couldn't do anything to slow down a Giants team with a backup first-year quarterback out of Memphis. And we're going to wrap things up after this stream. And get ready for next time. It'll be the Jets next time we play. We lost in a similar game. A little bit closer than this one. Oh my god. That one hit right in the head. Did they get credit for the catch? Look at this. And this is what we've been dealing with this whole game. Look at this. Right there. Open. Open man. That's Jared has actually been pretty good for us today. Look at that. Wide open. Hits him right in the face. And he actually did make the catch. But apparently it was out of bounds. He didn't get credit for it. That's why the score is what it is right now. But anyway, similar game you can check out in the archives on YouTube against the Jets. Was just like this Giant game. And then next week, we'll be right back here. I say next week in football time. Next time we play. I don't know when that'll be. Next time we stream, we'll be right back here at MetLife against the Jets again. So we've gone 0 for 2 against New York, man. And Tyler Boyd. Once again, the 3 interceptions. One of those, I'd argue that all of them weren't even his fault because we addressed every single one of them. They weren't all his fault. If you look at the numbers, take away the interceptions. Again, it's going to be another big effort by Tua, and you see that there it is again. That's 4th interception, just like last week, and one that you can even argue again. It's not Tua's fault. That's one that Tyler Boyd lets get punched out of his hands and gets intercepted. So that's gonna be 19 interceptions on the year for Tua, and he's got to be frustrated now with this team, man. Look at that. The catch is made, and the Boyd just lets it get punched out. So I would argue maybe one of these interceptions was Tua's fault, but the other 3, just lazy play and effort by our receiving crew. Yeah. So we'll have the Jets next time we play, as we said. We're still not out of it, though, with our division. I mean, you have games like this. I'm a Cardinals fan, and I'm that Super Bowl Cardinals team. Remember, they had some games where they were losing games with scores like this. Remember the game against the Patriots? The Titans? They almost won the Super Bowl that year. Just say it's getting hot at the right time. We started the season off 3-0. We can get in the playoffs. We can end the season 3-0 and find ourselves in the Super Bowl. As you see, Buffalo, that's our division competition right there at 5-4. They're losing. The Jets, if we beat the Jets next week, Buffalo lose here. and we beat the Jets next week, we're sitting in first place in the division at 6-5. So a loss here, but again, we don't want to give up on the season just yet because there is still hope. Give to Barkley once again. 31 times Saquon Barkley has touched the ball. That one should do it. They don't even need to run another play as the Giants 55, Miami 28. Attempting a second half comeback. They fell just short. Look at that. 337 yards passing. Saquon Barkley. I mean, everything went the Giants' way in this one. Look at this passing game. 377. 4 touchdowns. It didn't even seem like Katani played. He didn't even play that well, it seemed like. Did I have fun? No. That was a terrible game. That wasn't fun at all. It didn't even seem like, I mean, he had awful passes, he had some terrible interceptions, but he still threw 4 touchdowns, almost 400 yards. Oh my God. All right. Upgrade. Oh, yeah, we want to upgrade Marco. It pick 6 for it. Oh, no, that wasn't him, though. That was Howard. He did have an interception, though. All right. Jets next week. No, we'll deal with that next time. We got scouts to do. Look at that. 5 returning from injury. We got returned from injury. And Baker, well, he's at 100%. He played last week, but he's at 100%. What's the injury status on... What is the injury status on Mr. Martinez? 4? So we don't have to put him on injured reserve. Because if we make a run late, which, like I said, oddly enough, look at that. I mean, did Buffalo end up beating Jacksonville? What the heck happened there? Look at the schedule. They were getting beat badly late. League schedule. Week 11. Oh, did I go right? I blew right past it. There it is, right at the top. Yeah, they came back and won. Oh, you hate to see that. That hurts a little bit more, because now instead of there being numerous teams battling for first place, you got one sitting all atop by himself, and that's Buffalo. But if we beat the Jets and the Bills slip up, I mean, we're right in the hunt. We're at 5-5, yes, but we're right in the hunt. And that's been our key to getting in the playoffs a lot of these seasons, is winning the division. What's going on here? It's Thanksgiving. Mark Schiller. Not sure the Giants win. Yeah, well, the Giants look good. Bengals, Chiefs. The coach, Stephon Diggs, overtime on the road, feeling it, picked off. Broncos are still terrible. Yeah, so not any kind of excitement there from the social media group. So that'll do it for this episode, this stream. Get the archive over at YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. Tberg27 everywhere. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. We got the Jets, Washington football team. Then we got some big ones. The Patriots, prime time again. The Colts and that Bills one. We're at 5-5. But we still got some hope to win the division, get into the playoffs. So make sure to come back. Check us out for everything. Baseball, football, hockey, wrestling. We'll see you guys next time.